Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about honestly what I consider to be really good information when it comes to Blitz. And that is, Wargaming is adding an AI chat monitoring system. Right now, if you type something into Blitz, you would, or should I say previously, if you type something into Blitz, you would not get punished, right? You would have to actually get reported by somebody, and then it would have to be reviewed by an actual human being. And then if that human being decided what you said was derogatory, racist, or some sort of slur, they would probably punish you by either giving you a ban. People that say certain racial slurs do get actually banned. I remember a couple years ago, Meadsy made a video on somebody that was saying the N-word, and they got banned for saying it. Like, I don't blame Wargaming. If somebody's willing to drop the hard R, they should be banned from the game. They're not somebody that should be playing Blitz. They're not welcomed in this community. But with that being said, point being, in the past, it was a long, annoying process. Yes, they added the report system where you could click on a player saying provocative communication, and then it would report them, and somebody would check it. But 90% of the time, it didn't really go anywhere. And I highly disagree with that. However, Wargaming is now implementing a new system which should already be in the game at the time of watching today's video. And the way this system works is it's going to use AI to monitor what you type in game, and then if it's something that you shouldn't be typing, you're probably going to get punished. Now, is this going to be banning players? Probably not. You're still probably going to be able to play the game if you say something like KYS or, well, some racial things you shouldn't be. But what it will be doing is it's going to give you a chat ban. And obviously, if you've already had chat bans, it will probably escalate them just like Wargaming does. For example, if you get chat banned the first time, it's usually like a couple hours. The second time, it's double. The next time, it's double. And they keep doubling and doubling and doubling the chat ban until it's such a large number that at that point, you're just basically permanently chat banned. I've seen many people that have had literally a year chat ban before. And to get a year chat ban, it means you need to consistently be breaking the rules and being toxic over and over and over. I think we can all agree that World of Tanks Blitz, for some reason, is an overly toxic environment. For some weird reason, mobile games in general are just very toxic. And I don't know, they just have vectors for these really, really cringe, toxic people to form. The comp community has a lot of people that say things they shouldn't be saying. And I fully agree with the idea of an AI moderation system coming into the game. Now, obviously, it needs to be done properly, because there have been times in the past where other companies have implemented sorts of AI monitoring, and it hasn't gone over too well with the community. For example, Grand Theft Auto Online, a game which I play a lot, added a system where it monitors what you say. Because in GTA, you can have proximity chat, you can have voice chat. And the way the system would work is it would hear what you say, and then it could ban you. It wouldn't even, like, chat ban you. It would just ban you from the game for a month if you said something that you shouldn't. The problem is, when you're talking to friends, it doesn't know that you're talking to friends. And that's the same thing that we'll have to see what happens with Blitz here. If you're typing in platoon chat, is the game going to, punish you? That's something that Wargaming needs to make sure that does not happen. If somebody wants to say a joke to a friend in platoon chat and they're both agreeing on it, they should not be punished. And the same thing goes for, let's say, for example, I see one of my friends, Floof, on the enemy lineup, and I'm like, you're gay, or something like as a joke. If the chatbot sees that, is it then just gonna ban me for, saying that to a friend as a joke? And, that's something also that needs to be explored, because there has to be some sort of leniency in the system where it doesn't just immediately punish you for saying something. Maybe it can check if you're on the friends with that player. I don't know. But you get my point. There needs to be a system where it doesn't just automatically ban people for talking to their friends and typing things that aren't necessarily a problem. But I'm fully on board with this. I think that people should be punished for being racist. I've seen so many people type in so many racist things throughout the years, words they should not be saying, especially in a game filled with kids. Blitz is a mobile game, and chances are most of you watching today's video are probably I don't know, I think my average viewership age is like 15 to 16. So it's very expectant that most people watching videos and playing this game are on the younger side. It's a mobile game, it makes sense. And the problem with that is you should not be introducing younger audiences into an environment of toxicity, racism, and just slurs. It's not something that I like. I've always been against the racist part of Blitz. I've always been against a lot of cringe things. You know, there's been many content creators who have posted videos on the chill date rooms, things like that, which obviously should not exist in the game. And I think that sexualizing tanks in general, or the people behind them, is just incredibly disgusting. So the good news is that with this system, I think that we are going to be seeing a lot less people typing a lot less crap in the general chat. And it's good because now it doesn't require somebody to manually check what's being said. You know, I believe that AI is pretty advanced at this point to know when somebody's saying something that they shouldn't be, and I think that if done properly, it'll actually be implemented pretty well. I hope that this isn't the first step that wargaming takes, though. I hope that if people do type in slurs like the N-word, for example, they get permanently banned. I really hope that they type that in the system there, that if you say it, you just get, boom, permanently banned, no unbanning, no anything. I also hope that wargaming has a system where, or I hope that they implement a system in the future where if you're wrongly banned and you're able to prove it, you can create a report, you know? I think that's something else that needs to happen. But in general, this is something that I'm actually rooting for. You guys can let me know your personal feelings in the comments down below. Do you like the idea of there being a moderation system in the game? Do you disagree? Like, don't get me wrong. I don't hate the idea of calling players bad, right? And many times in the past, especially a couple of years ago, I was a person who would always say like, wow, this team sucks, this team's trash. And I don't think that's something that should be bannable, nor do I think it is something that's bannable. I think that wargaming is going to be more focusing on, for example, the European server right now does not have chat on global. And the reason why is because of the war going on, and there's Ukrainians and Russians that play, and they like to butt heads. And because of this, wargaming disabled chat. So maybe this is their solution to re-enabling chat, and if things are said that shouldn't be between players, boom! Now you are muted for X amount of time. Either way, this is a good change for the game. I think that if wargaming adds more systems like this in the future that are able to see, you know, maybe they can have an automatic system which will see when a player's trolling. If a player hasn't moved for X amount of time, it will automatically clip what that player's doing and send it to wargaming, and they can see if they're trolling. If a player is making contact with another tank for X amount of time, it will automatically clip that, send it to a wargaming employee, and then they can review it. This is something that is really good, and it's one of the good things about AI. There's a lot of negatives to AI, but I do think that the good portions of it will help out the community in certain areas, and this is definitely one area. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, and yeah, I'm excited for this. It's already in the game as we know it, so most of you this isn't going to affect. I don't really type in game chat much, so it's not going to affect me, but for the people that do type in game chat, especially people that know they are saying things they shouldn't be, here's your final warning. You have nobody to complain about but yourselves if you get banned. That's all I'm going to say. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.